What's up, peeps? Are you ready for the tea off? The competitive tea drinking competition that I have decided to enter into. I have been known to drink a fair amount of tea myself, so I'm no stranger to that world. So, yeah. This is a competitive tea drinking game. This is tea off. Oh, wait, it says TEE. It's not TEA. I thought this was a whole different thing, but that ain't my problem. Anyway, this is a pretty good little golf game. There's not many golf games for the Sega Dreamcast. It's cool. It's got like a cool little cartoony little vibe, and the intro is funny. I think that this is a game to collect for simply for the quirkiness of it. Kind of a niche type thing. Looks like a Nintendo game. This game I would compare to the Pro Yakusubo team baseball games. You know, those. I think I might have one or two that I need to review still. Also need to review some other Japanese games, but just not in any hurry to do it. Trying to get these NTSC games out the way. And yeah, you can play with, up to 4 people. That's a surprise. I had to use the little VGA switch trick to ensure that this game can be presented to you. And that means I'm just going to go ahead and start recording game footage like right after I record this. That's kind of a little bit of the inside world of my movie magic. And this game is kind of hard to not like. I think there might have been some sequels, maybe on the PS2 or GameCube or something. I don't know. And yeah, I think it's that's so strange that I said that it's a cool little title to add to the Dreamcast because it says the same thing on the back. Maybe I subconsciously picked that up, but I didn't consciously pick it up. And then here I am thinking I have original ideas. But yeah, we're going to take pictures of the manuals and all that good stuff. I'm not going to take up your time. We're going to be short and sweet, just like the other intro, and yeah. Yeah, I just thought it was kind of funny how that girl went into the store and she was wearing like what looked like bowling shoes, but I know they're supposed to be like golf shoes, with cleats on them and stuff. And what else? Some chick was wearing like bow ties and bows on her hair with those little like clown bowling shoes looking. And I don't know if I have 12 blocks on this VMU, but you know, got a nice little logo on the VMU. Yeah, World Tour. Let's just do that. First option, just go all in. Go golf ball forward on this one. Golf. Nobody is sure when, where, and how this sport was born. However, it is quite apparent that the Scottish first developed sophisticated rules. Their passion towards golf soon spread all over the world, and is still alive inside many golfers today, after several centuries. Golf, once a gentleman's sport, has opened its doors to everyone and now boasts a growing population of the government's telling you lies. No, I don't know. It doesn't matter. None of this matters. None of this matters. What is that? Oh, it's a golf bag, looks like. Could be anything. I don't know. It's kind of dark in this room. Looks like a golf bag. A bag that you'd put all your... I don't even know what they're called. Your sticks, your slicers, your... I don't know. Your big plastic ones. Like you go putt-putting and you see the ones for kids and they're just like these big plastic, like training wheels for bicycle people. I'm sure bicycle people get offended. They're like, we're cyclers, okay? It's like like people who like Star Trek, they're like, we're not Trekkies, we're Trekkers, you know? They get all super serious about it. I don't know, I'm just thinking about like video gamer. Sometimes people, you know, say video space gamer or just video gamer, or I don't know, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm not really into video games like I used to. Let me just pick a guy that looks like me. That guy looks tough. Let's see. Is that the same guy? Aiko? Yeah, it's the same guy. Whatever. I try not to say whatever too much because it's kind of a negative word. You know, I want to implement positive words into my vocab. You, Larry. Pardon me while I drink some tea. I don't know what to do, so I'm just going to do this. But I like putt-putt a lot. I want to play putt-putt. Neverball has a putt-putt mode. So technically this is not the only golf game. There might be some other homebrew type stuff, but, you know. Finding ROMs and stuff is really hard ever since the ISO zone got tore down because of Nintendo. That makes me want to not support Nintendo at all. It's like Nintendo's kind of on life support, like with the Switch, because it's just a glorified tablet, right? Same thing with the Wii U, but they think they're being all innovative, but I mean, all companies are kind of guilty. When we hit A, all companies are kind of guilty of having like a bad design on their consoles, because like the Sega Dreamcast has this like really awesome, like I guess like neo-futuristic type sleek design. It's just very tight looking system. It stands the test of time. I think the PS4 looks really good for just being just a straight up box. I mean, at least it has diagonal. It's like, you know, I don't know, the Switch is just kind of what it is. It just looks like a portable because that's what it is. And the Xbox One is just a box, you know. You just time your shots. I'm just hitting A. I'm enjoying this game so far. But yeah, the PS4 just has like a really awesome look. I have like the first iteration of it. And then they had to just like add sandwich layers to it later. It's kind of doesn't make sense. hopefully you can hear the in-game music, and you can hear me as well. 4.2 yards. If it's that close, do I need to just like do it like this? Yeah, I was trying not to hit it full force. I guess I needed to hit it a little bit harder, but how was I to know? I didn't know what those numbers are. That's the opponent guy, Crocodile Dundee. Crocodile Dun didn't. Crocodile Dun did. Crocodiles are scary, ain't they? Just how they're just... I don't know, it's like they're living fossils. They're just like slow to react and stuff like that. That's the way I want to be too, is like I'm kind of slow reacting, and I feel very misunderstood by people at work because I try to be like really efficient and, you know, keep my interactions short and sweet. Just, you know, I don't want to like bog people down with my time. You know, I don't think people really want to be bothered like that, but people are not really thinking on the same lines that I do, where they just want to keep things simple for everybody. They're not thinking at all because they're not grounded in themselves, and they think that they'll think something about you because they're not on the same level as you. You know, I'm very apprehensive about this. But yeah, it's like I was like doing a regular shot because I wasn't totally on the green. I don't know. I hope I make it in this one shot because it's already bad enough. See, the computer's going to probably get you, but I have played worse golfing games. This is a good golfing game, I would say. He hit it at 100%. Okay, mental note to self, don't hit it at 100 because you will overshoot it. Because I'm pretty much at the same, yeah, like I'm closer than him. I see his little quarter and his nickel or whatever. I'm going to gauge. I'm going to try to go for like 30%. Yeah, that's probably too light. Yeah, I shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have done it. He's just a boy. What was that in reference to? It was, I know it was that movie with Billy Bob Thornton, the Sling Blade. It's just a movie that people can't stop talking about.
It's a long way to the world level.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it took a little too many shots. Does he get a bogey or whatever? Bogey means you go over what you anticipated or something. I don't know. I just like the simplistic nature of
It could be worse.
Of putt. You know, putt is simplistic and awesome because all you have to do is just record everybody's, you know, swings, their shots, you know. And then whoever gets the lowest at the end is fine, you know. And it's more fun if with like just two people, I think. If you play with like 3 or 4 people, it's just kind of like you're just waiting on somebody to take a shot. And, you know, somebody's going to be all serious about it and they're going to try to take all the time. But I mean, I guess it's good to take your time if you're with 2 people too. I just think that putt-putt's probably the most fun with just 2 people, I think. Seems like people don't really want to do the things I want to do. But I don't know, I get overwhelmed with just work and having to be social that, like, when I have free time, I just want to be by myself, you know? But, yeah, I'm just kind of keeping on playing this. Let's see if there's any other modes. Let me just make a shot, I guess. I can edit this down later. Yeah, with the first shot, you just want to see how far you can go. Oh, I'm off.
Oh, man.
Oh, that was really bad. There was Pebble Beach Golf Links, and that was on Sega Saturn. I remember enjoying that a whole lot. Pebble Beach Golf Links is also on the Genesis. It's a good one. I shouldn't have gotten rid of my Sega Saturn, but I mean, I just didn't play it. That's the thing. Like, there was only like 2 games that I really liked on it. I liked Mr. Bones and Fighters Megamix a whole lot, but I went through a decluttering stage where I got rid of a whole lot of stuff, but I kept on. I held on to all my Dreamcast stuff because I was just like, hey, that's who I am, you know? I mean, it's my favorite console of all time, so, you know, I'm not going to get rid of anything Dreamcast. I'm just going to, keep all my Dreamcast stuff. But we're close to the end of this one, but don't want this review to be too terribly arduous for you, my dear viewer. Watching people play golf, a little cartoony. I want to say chibi characters. What is a chibi? It don't matter what happens. Let's just soft reset. See what's up with this. Chibi. I think there's a game called Chibi-robo, and it's like one of the hidden gems on the GameCube. I had a friend that was all about collecting GameCube, and he never talks to me. You know what I mean? Just shoot me an email or something every now and then. Come on now. What's G-ball? Let's check out G-ball. What's G stand for? Girl ball. Gorilla ball. G-ball. This is interesting. Start war. It's like tag. I know what G stands for. It's G-force. It's gerbil force. Remember that movie? I watched that movie with an ex-girlfriend of mine one time, and that movie sucks. Oh man, G-force. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's be the guy, because we're the guy. Guys against girls. So there's only one guy, and there's like 17 girls. This game is gynocentric. How many balls? I don't know. Keep wanting to say, I don't care who you are. Just because of Larry the Cable Guy and his garbage you got to go through. Makes me think of like some of the Phantasy Star Online stuff you can do online with that special stages. Oh, this is like what's that game where you know, that game? We got a mallet and a ball, and you just stand there. Yeah, all those like metal rim jams. You gotta go through those. I watched the Addams Family movie again because it was on Netflix, and even though I've seen that movie so many times growing up, man, that movie holds up. It's just really atmospheric. I love like all the cobwebs and stuff, and the characters are really interesting and awesome, and they took really good care of taking the comic strips, the old New Yorker Addams Family comics, and the newspaper comic bits, and they really did honor it. I think they implemented it into the most cohesive story that they could. It was not the most perfect story, but they did really good. I think they did really good. Just having Uncle Fester being missing, it's like you kind of miss Uncle Fester at the beginning, and then when Uncle Fester comes around, he's just the central figure of the story, and I just love Christopher Lloyd as Uncle Fester, and the guy who played Gomez is perfect. Morticia, perfect. Wednesday Addams, perfect. Pugsley is actually not the worst, because in the TV series, Pugsley I did not like at all. Pugsley's kind of a non-character, but they chose a good guy. I think that with casting, like Lurch is on point. Lurch is perfect. The grandma could be played by anybody. I think in the sequel it was a different person. I think they used a different person for the sequel, the Addams Family Values. But
next?
Revisiting the Addams Family just makes me really want to get it back into the comics, the show, like like the old show, like I'm sure you can just find episodes online. But what is this game called? Badminton? No, it's not badminton. It's not rugby. It's ball and mallet. That's the type of game that this is. What is this chick doing? She has confusions. She has dementia. Aren't you supposed to go through the... It says first date? First gate. That's what it is. Okay. Okay. Oh, you're not supposed to get the ball out, but it's a cool little mini game. I'm going to go ahead and review this game. I'm sure that when you understand this game more, when you play it and get into it, especially if you have a friend that is on the same level, like wants to play a cool game on the Sega Dreamcast. This is pretty dope. I think that it's a fun party game, actually. There's not many golf games on the Dreamcast, so I'm not going to rate it high just simply because it's, you know, one of the few golf games. I'm going to go out of bounds again, but, yeah, you know, there's not many golf games for the Sega Dreamcast, and, but despite that, this is a pretty solid golf game. I mean, I don't really think that there's really a void that needs to be filled here. I think that it's just kind of fun, and plus it has a cool little mini game mode. I think that's really neat. And it's not perfect. I don't think that I'm going to be playing this game too much, but it's pretty dope. I'm going to give this an 8.5. It's good. It's sufficient. It's good. 8.5. And do I recommend? Yeah, sure. This one's good. I think it's a good little sports game. Good little sports game. 8.5. Yeah. I just want to put an inspirational quote down right now and have you guys read that, and I just want to sign out. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Number 3, start.